gameplay I've seen of Space Marine. Oh, that was nice. That was clean. The gameplay I've seen of Space Marine, the one that's coming out, the video game, they're only fighting bugs. In here, they're fighting people. I'm real curious on that.
They're fighting everybody.
You about to mow him down? Oh, shit.
Ooh, last cannon.
Oh, that was nice. That's clean.
Auto last cannon.
He was taking them shots. Whoever made this went crazy. That is a great design.
I was gonna say, before Needon was so generous, yeah, well, Warhammer fans don't really know how to, not, pull out as best they can
Let that shit
with the design.
Who the fuck are they? He is booking it. What are you about to do? Bro, they are. Who are they, bro?
About to win some heretics.
Ooh. Ooh. What is going on? Damn. How have I not
Oh
seen this
yeah,
before?
yeah. That is a good story arc there.
Ooh.
That is a good story arc that's coming up too. It still gets good.
Damn, he died. He got him.
Did he, or is that just his
Uh-oh.
lens?
Ooh, that was cold. Oh.
Oh, maybe that is blood.
I thought he died. What blew up in that? What blew up then? How is he still alive? What exploded in there? He was about to kill him now. He was probably about to get to it and he stopped and realized he was running up on him. That was clean, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, that was clean. Please don't tell me that. See, I want more.
Ivar's been just
whoever made this. I want more of this.
A little
Is there a part
bastard,
two to
isn't
this?
he?
I hope it is, bro. Who is that? There are different types of Warhammers or Marines or whoever they are.
I definitely lost my drive to watch it when Ragnar left. It's like the Titanic, what's going to happen, but you're still... Yeah. Ivar's full on nuts. Yeah, for me, it's still hard, like, even when I rewatch it. I've never actually completely finished Vikings. I'm almost done, but I always, like, start over again just because... You're right, it's just like, without Ragnar, it just doesn't feel the same. It's still great. I still think like it's an amazing like story and series, but like I get it. It's just like, dang, no more Ragnar.
I know this is called, they call something, I just don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, I know what I'm looking at, but I don't know anything about what I'm looking at.
Oh, cracked the... Oh, he just cracked the lens. That's the... Oh. Yeah, he just cracked off the lens. That's not... Or that could be a bionic eye, but I just think that's the actual... I think that's just the... like, underlying optics of the lens. Like, I don't think that Psyker was even... Psyker was pretty strong enough, but it wasn't really doing that much. Ivar is... He keeps getting crazier. It gets weird for a while.
I feel like there's so many references that I'm not getting. But you gotta admire the fucking shots, bro. The shots, the animation.
Yeah.
I know this is animated. Whoa. Whoa. Is that thing getting into their head or something? It did not stop them, though.
Not applause. Yeah, he gets crazy.
I'm
crazy.
just watching. You
And then he gets
something
humbled
about
pretty
attention
hard.
when I do not talk. I'm just watching.
Not like violent or like whatever. Not like axe to the face or anything, but he just gets humbled real hard.
What they do? Upload them into the mainframe? I'm just playing. Clearly this is not the Matrix. What is that? It looks like it's alive. Or it looked like a landmine. One of the two. It's alive. That motherfucker just spoke to him. They might have just uploaded him to the mainframe.
Astropath? Or I know he's a psyker of some kind.
What just happened? Oh, he locked back in. He locked back in, bro. They went crazy. He just died? He just died. I thought he was finna go fucking nuts. They just corrupted this man. Something just corrupted him. Ooh. Whoa! No hesitation. Oh my God, this shit is going fucking crazy, bro. Holy shit. What is that? Oh, it just grabbed him. You about to rip his arm off. Yep, you about to shoot it off. He was about to do it. No, that's crazy. You know, that was smart.
Ooh,
that was smart.
Off his arm.
He healed though. Damn. What just happened? Is that it? Oh, I keep thinking it's it because it keep fading, bro. Please, Lord. I will watch 2 hours of this. I swear to God.
Yup, it's not good.
It got like an arcane feel to it. Not the animation, just the feel of it.
Yep, Warhammer Borg.
Oh, it teleported them.
Actually, my thought was like, was it Necron? I think it's more of just a random warp being.
Where the hell is that? Looks like hell.
Probably hell.
That's it. Now that's it. Is there more? Is that the person that made it? That's the name of the person that made it? Oh, this was a see, they that's why
I watched some other ones, but yeah. Oh, it warms my heart seeing new 40K people get into it. Getting into and just being like, wow, this shit's awesome. And it's like, yeah, it is. I think I just had this from another one. All right. What else was I gonna? Yeah, trigger warning. I think I'm gonna watch this guy. I'm gonna order some food and watch good old Noah Sampson here, which will probably be a good lead off into the whole Gamergate 2.0 thing.
Welcome to the show, the Noah Sampson Show. As we all know, my YouTube channel is an echo chamber. I don't like listening to anyone that disagrees with me politically, and neither do you, the viewers. So I thought we'd spice it up for April Fools and do something different on the channel. We're gonna break out of the echo chamber, see what's going on. I keep getting recommended these videos that have like 500,000 views, and it's like the evil boy, the evil guy. And then I look at the thumbnail and it's my face there. And I'm like, hey, this is just like when I look in the mirror after I eat a full Cadbury bar at 3 a.m. Evil guy, naughty boy. The latest version of that is this video called Why I Hate Bread Tubers. And the thumbnail is me and 4 other white dudes. One of them is kind of a red dude. And there's bread loaves in the back. And the thumbnail text says, stranger danger.
Why is there one of them a cat boy?
So we're gonna watch through this and see what's going on. Warning, this video contains material not suitable for all ages. Viewer discretion is advised. Whoa, okay, spooky. It's rated R, I guess. What did we do?
BreadTube, a loose and informal group of online content creators who create video content, including video essays and live streams, from socialist, social democratic, communist, anarchist, and other left-wing perspectives.
BreadTube has a definitional problem here. It's a label that was made by fans and then ascribed to creators. More of a genre than anything else, just leftist adjacent video essays was the first group. The term has evolved over time though to kind of just mean anything that's progressive, like anything that's left of center that's on YouTube. Because scrubbing through this video, I don't see really anyone that's a part of that group of creators, the original sort of BreadTubers. So who do we have here? We have Ethan is online, we have this guy Xander Hall, and then we have this guy Jake Doolittle. I don't know if these guys would call themselves BreadTubers. I doubt it personally, but I think the unifying factor is again like progressive. So I don't know, we'll see how that plays out in this.
I've been covering some of the antics from BreadTube over the past year, and I think now is the perfect time I do one big video going over my issues with these people. 6 issues to be exact, starting with 1. They're fake nice guys.
Ooh, okay. First allegation, fake nice guys. What does he mean? Let's find out.
A lot of these BreadTubers build a persona revolving around them being wholesome and empathetic to those around them.
Hey yo, that's a reference to the YouTuber Noah Sampson. That's crazy.
However, there are many times that the mask slips, and their true colors come out. Many are just as hateful as the people they criticize. The only difference is that they are much less self-aware and act two-faced. This also makes them morally inconsistent, which will be a common theme throughout this video.
So hateful, mask slips, not self-aware, two-faced, morally inconsistent, which is going to keep happening. Got it. I hope you're writing this down. You know, a while ago, someone described these types of back and forth videos and ones that I've made as just kind of like gossip at the lunch table. Like, oh, he said this, and ooh, she said that. Ooh, she was being fake and two-faced. Ooh, he's been a fake nice guy. And that stuck with me because it's like I'm contributing to that right now by making this video talking about online drama, like what people did wrong on the internet and this criticism. But I also think that's objectively bad. Like if you're watching this, I would highly recommend you pause the video and like go outside genuinely. Because when I hear this now, not in the past, but now I'm like, oh, this is just like, ooh, he's being two-faced and fake. And again, I'm the problem, so this is your out. Leave, because this stuff is a waste of time, but I fear that it is my job, it is my duty
waste
as a man
away.
to
I'm
provide
stuck
for my
in
family and
Ohio.
argue with other nerds online.
The most widespread example of this is how these creators align themselves with the body positivity movement, yet at every opportune moment, they'll make fun of someone's physical attributes. And I think it's fine to make fun of a public figure's appearance. My problem is the hypocrisy. My favorite case of this is with Jake Doolittle, who's made numerous videos on this topic.
Oh, so this is just fake canceling. Like, nitpicking. And no, you're right. I'm bailing. Because I was going to use that as a jump off into Gamergate stuff. Because we're back into Gamergate times. This is an hour long. Jesus Christ. No, that's
Well,
I want to see if he is. Oh yeah, this was the one I was looking for.
the boogeyman
This is the not reaction to that one. Okay. We'll start with the obviously bad one first. I know this is a little bit old, 6 months old, but it's still just.
Fan of gaming has
this is kind of
finally
where
been
it
exposed.
became more prominent.
And unlike the
with this
fictional
video.
mythical creature adults use to scare kids, Sweet Baby Inc. is real and is actively contributing to the downfall of modern gaming. Several claims have been made over the last few months regarding the consulting firm, Sweet Baby Inc., and how they've been affecting the gaming industry through its heavy involvement in Western game studios development. On paper, Sweet Baby Inc.'s mission is to bring inclusivity and diversity into the games that they work on, by handling things like how video game characters are written.
Okay, and it's a bad thing? God of War Ragnarok was pretty cool. Like, you're complaining about a furry game. What are you complaining about? Why are you going here? It's always this random shit with.
And overseeing in-game dialogue, how to properly convey a particular culture, and making sure that unintended racism doesn't accidentally happen in the portrayal.
Yeah.
And again, on paper, that doesn't sound too bad, right?
I might regret this, but not as most people will regret a top of the hour ad break, but Neodin is subscribed and he will not see it. So you should all be like Neodin and
But if there's one thing we've learned about companies that are constructed for the purpose of ticking off diversity checkboxes, it's that oftentimes they end up having a net negative effect on everything they touch, even going
how we're not even a minute in.
so far as being blatantly racist and or sexist themselves. But if the correct checkboxes are ticked, this qualifies companies like Sweet Baby Inc. to receive ESG investment. Or environmental, social, and governance funding. In the case of Sweet Baby Inc., companies like BlackRock are its biggest investor. So how does this investment actually?
Oh my god. You think yes, one of the most you know, not only liberal but socially, you know, liberal and leftist entities of hedge fund managements and private finance, notoriously known for their liberal and leftist points.
Companies like BlackRock are its biggest investor. So how does this investment actually work? Well, companies like BlackRock, who is the world's largest asset manager with $10 trillion in assets, allegedly have a scorecard that factors in many different areas of diversity.
No, they don't. That's not what. Oh my god, this is like I forgot. This was like near the beginning of the DEI arc that we're currently stuck in. This fucking shit of like, oh well, they just have to check it off, so therefore it's not going to be good because they're not looking at things because of how good they are. Like, no, dumbass, you can find people who are just as good at X thing that aren't just white vanilla dudes.
LGBTQ allyship, BIPOC representation, and so on. And depending on the score a particular company receives, they will be eligible to receive investment from BlackRock.
Which I don't think getting investment from BlackRock is a good thing in and of itself, because then you're fucking terrible things to get all that capital, but also at the same time, like, so what? So what if they want to freaking fund a video game that checks certain diversity criteria? It doesn't make them mad. It doesn't suddenly make them leftist who are like. I thought I was a recluse and a hideaway, but Jesus fucking Christ, these dudes just like Google an article and then Google it and then jump to the next thing, even critically thinking about it.
Publishers have been turning to companies like Sweet Baby Inc. or others in order to increase their ESG scores and secure extra funding. And I think the most important takeaway with that is to realize that video game companies aren't trying to be diverse because they want to, they're doing it for monetary gain. If you
Why do idiots like this, like, how do they arrive at a valid conclusion from the wrong place? That yes, like every corporate entity, like, and we've seen this with, you know, Target wanted to promote its diversity, and, you know, it was known for its Pride material, and then when they started seeing that, oh, maybe this will possibly hurt the profit margins because of all the fucking Trump racists being insane, even though it really didn't, they just used it as an excuse to drop their representation because it caused problem for them. Like, it was more problem for them than they wanted to, like, give a shit to stand up for the LGBTQ community. Same thing with video games. How do you arrive at that, but still from the side of women and black and brown and non-straight people in video games is still like a bad thing? I don't even have the words to describe it because they're still fucking, it's so fucking stupid. I'm regretting my choice to try and be a commentator on things, because this is just, it's like, how do you arrive at, let's run that back.
To be diverse because they want to, they're doing it for monetary gain.
Yeah. So, like, you understand that they're doing fake activism, and yet, like, you don't look at it from the vantage point of, oh, they're just doing this because they are just exploiting on an oppressed group's, like, lack of visibility over the years, and have now, you know, commercialized Pride only specifically around, like, the calendar year Pride celebration, or at least the main one, or the big one in June. But, like, you don't even come to the point of, yeah, that's bad because you're capitalizing on a historically exploited group. You come at from, yeah, so that's a dumb reason to be more inclusive and in video games, and that's why it's ruining video games. Not because they're not investing in, like, better stories, they're not investing in better, you know, more time for the developers to work things out. Yep, it's just all on the gays and the women's and the equality, right? Yep, that's why video games, that's the real boogeyman of modern gaming.
If you pay any attention to online gaming discourse, for years now you've probably heard or noticed yourself that video games have gone woke. I think most understand what is meant by that statement, but I think that the term...
No, can you define it? Please define what'd you say? What does gone woke mean? Please. What does gone woke mean? Please define it. Because I can assume what you think it is based off of something I'm seeing here.
Woke.
But
I think most understand what is meant by that statement, but I think that the term woke has been a bit overused and lost a little bit of its meaning in the last couple years.
what's the meaning?
Having a female protagonist doesn't make a game woke. We've had female protagonists for decades. Having a gay character doesn't make a game woke. We've also had them for decades. And having a person of color as a protagonist or character also doesn't make a game woke. Again, we've had them for decades. This sort of proves that companies like Sweet Baby Inc. don't really have a reason to exist from a practicality standpoint.
What?
Gaming has always had natural diversity ever since its inception.
Oh, it hasn't.
The problem really comes down to companies like Sweet Baby Inc. replacing natural diversity with forced diversity.
Oh my god. This... She's a shape-shifting giant. That's what Jotuns are. They have magic. They can appear whatever they want, but you're mad that Angerboda decided to appear as a black woman, a black girl. That's your And even if that wasn't the case, even if, let's say, Jotuns are just like what I think most people interpret them as in the mythology, as like just another tribe of peoples, like who gives a shit if if Angerboda is actually a black woman or girl? Like, how does that change the story in any way? Oh, it's not realistic because there were no black people in Scandinavia. Like, who cares? Who cares? It's a story. Is the story like, oh, like, why do you focus on such superficial things?
And deliberately radical socio-political themes. There is a very real difference between how diversity has historically been treated in gaming and how it's now being treated in recent years. Hence, all of the woke debates online. Taking a look at Sweet Baby Inc.'s client list, it's easy to see what woke versus
naturally diverse looks like. Hold on. Yeah, Xbox Game Studios, EA, Valve, True Love, Santa Monica Studio, 2K, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Warner Bros. The studio or the IP or the brand or whatever that is, now known notoriously for deleting an entire movie that featured a black woman as the lead.
naturally diverse looks like. Xbox Game Studios, Ubisoft, EA, Rocksteady, Santa Monica Studio.
You just list them off like I did.
2K, Square Enix, the list goes on and on. If you've played the games they've been hired on for consulting from these studios, then you've likely noticed the many aspects where Sweet Baby Inc. has displayed their influence. When companies like this are hired on by these publishers, they give them a lot of creative control over every aspect of the game. According to their own website, Sweet Baby Inc. works on the writing for cinematics, dialogue, UI and UX, barks, meaning the dialogue characters might say.
That just means they review stuff. They don't... Okay, so they're like, what is...
While you're walking down a street, and copywriting. I think I speak for many of us when I say that video games writing, dialogue, and both UI and UX design have been declining dramatically over the years, and we might have companies like this to thank for that. They also have large control within the overall narrative of game.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think I speak for many of us when I say that video games, writing, dialogue, and both UI I think I speak for many of us when I say that video games, writing, dialogue, and both UI and UX design have been declining dramatically over the years.
What objective measure are you talking about with like regards to any of that, but specifically UI and UX? Because the user interface and the user experience between like not just like website to website, but product to product is gonna be varied and vastly like those are two really fucking generic terms. Just like how a user interfaces with an app or a game, like whether that's the console, PC, whatever the fuck, right? And the user experience is just how it's not only the gameplay itself, but it's how well like they navigate the app or game or files or data or like thing itself. Like, how has it been declining? Like, I have some issues and grievances with some interfaces and UX changes, like a lot of stuff, but it's mostly just because it's different at first. Not that it's like performance wise is any like worst thing about anything UI and UX design is that companies no longer give a shit that like if I pause like forcing ads onto like my smart TV now randomly when I'm watching shit is a user experience that they don't give a shit about. That's decline, but not like whatever you're crying about.
And we might have companies like this to thank for that. They also have large control within the overall narrative of games, including story pitches, world building, character creation, narrative design, story feedback tweaks, and more. Again, need I comment on the sad current state of video game narratives? And lastly, and probably most relevant, is their paragraph on representation. So let's just read the whole thing. We believe that representation is key to connecting players and audiences, and we offer a few ways to help your team and project gain the perspective needed to make it happen. We're part of an inclusive and knowledgeable community of diverse consultants, able to cover a wide range of cultural and sensitivity topics. Our approach leads with the creation of joy in marginalized players, and seeks to be additive rather than strictly corrective. We do cultural consultation, sensitivity, and inclusivity reading, risk and opportunity assessment, and more. In these short paragraphs describing their mission...
Okay, so they just sound... Not only do they sound like they're trying to be in like video games, but also trying to assess like the risks, and it's a consulting firm. It sounds like same thing. It's like consulting to be like, oh, we'll make you feel better about this because here's the risk in terms of your into design. What is this
statement? They've conveyed to me personally the ways in which they will go out of their way to overcorrect and overreact to any and all things that could possibly be offensive to anyone, leading to a heightened overfocus on how to solve problems that might not have even been there in the first place. They're at the point where
idiot, it's just trying to make sure that you don't accidentally come off as an insensitive douchebag at best.
Been almost inventing problems to solve in order to be hired to solve them. It's a smart business move that leads to disastrous outcomes. The simple act of video game publishers and developers hiring consultation firms to force diversity is again why so many people share the sentiment that gaming has gone woke. So I want to revisit what I said a bit earlier in the video. Why are video game studios and publishers hiring companies like Sweet Baby Inc? I said they're doing it for monetary investments from companies like BlackRock. And thankfully, because so much of this is public, we can look a bit further into how that works right now. So we've already established that BlackRock is one of the largest asset managers and investment firms in the world. But there's another important player in the scene who's almost at that same level. Vanguard, managing over $7.7 trillion versus BlackRock's $10 trillion. And like BlackRock, Vanguard also has a large focus on ESG investments. So if you remember that...
Yeah, dude, because they're fucking... They're fucking investment firms. Like, my dad has a fucking Vanguard 401k and shit like that. Like, no shit. They have... Video games have gotten... If there's been bad production of games, if anything, it's because these fucking private equity firms or investment firms just keep saying, hey, we're gonna invest in these companies for these whatever the fuck reasons we make up, and once they invest in us, oh well, now your company has to turn, what's that timeline? Yeah, no, fuck your timeline, cut that in half, cut your team by 2/3, and you're gonna increase the price of the game up to the market standard of like $60 or $70 for, you know, base, you know, if you want to be a AAA business or what, like company or whatever the fuck. Not because they're actually include like
that idea of the ESG scorecard I talked about earlier, this is where that comes in a bit more. So in order to seek investment from these two, gaming companies have been publishing what's known as an ESG report. Activision Blizzard, Ubisoft, and EA all post this annually. In the reports, they focus on discussing how they want to have more representation of everything you could imagine. The hopes is that BlackRock and Vanguard will take notice and reach out to them and offer them large sums of money to invest into them. And so far, it's been working. For example, if we take a look at EA, we see that the two largest shareholders of the company are both BlackRock and Vanguard. Take-Two Interactive,
oh no
again,
shit,
largest shareholders, BlackRock and Vanguard. Microsoft and Warner Brothers, same exact story. All four of these companies are all clients of Sweet Baby Inc.
no they're not, they're fucking clients. They're, if anything, they're clients to fucking BlackRock and Vanguard, not Sweet Baby. Oh my god. Yeah, the fucking woke corporation, private equity firm, Vanguard and BlackRock are so dumb.
I think you get the point. These companies
No,
all
I
take
don't.
heavy investment from trillion-dollar companies that emphasize ESG scores.
No, they
So
don't.
they will continue to prioritize ESG in their games so long as BlackRock and Vanguard keep bankrolling them. This again isn't being done because BlackRock, Vanguard, or any of these video game publishers are trying to be morally or ethically right.
Okay, so, but if they're not, then what does it matter if they're still representing people in the game? You still aren't talking about why it's a problem that these, you talked about natural diversity, but I don't know what, you haven't answered what natural diversity is. I don't think you're, maybe I need to get drunk to try to understand what your logic is, because you haven't talked about natural diversity at all versus forced diversity. But now you still haven't talked about why it's bad black and gay people and women are in video.
No. Like all things in the business world, this is about money and control. Nothing more. Looking good on paper and actually being good are two very, very different things. A lot of this Sweet Baby Inc., BlackRock, and Vanguard stuff has been going on behind the scenes for a while now, and while it's been public information, it hasn't been discussed more seriously until these last few months, maybe 6 months or so. And even then, it hasn't been super mainstream.
This video is 6 months old. And now he's saying, oh, it's 6 months. And they're still complaining about this shit in games still.
Mainstream yet, until the most recent Sweet Baby Inc. incident. With the recent controversy surrounding Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, more people have been taking notice of Sweet Baby Inc. and the detrimental effect they've been having on the—
Oh god, that's right. You're all so fucking mad that in Harley Quinn murked Batman. Oh my god, I completely forgot that happened.
The games industry. Because yes, they had a hand in creating this monstrosity. Which is why so many have noticed a complete tonal shift from the Batman Arkham games. Spider-Man 2 had a similar thing happen compared to Spider-Man 2018, with the most recent sequel having shoehorned in diversity at every turn, from Mary Sue moments to side quests filled with socio-political agendas.
Oh god, they're even pulling back the fucking Mary Sue, the fucking the language. Oh my god, it's so... What in the world? I don't get it. I order some food. It's just so sad. I can't believe that this is what.
Starfield, need we even discuss the effect they had on this game's narrative and character?
Starfield, the game that I heard was just like completely buggy as fuck to begin with.
Design, the Saints Row reboot, Forspoken, Sweet Baby Inc. has certainly left their mark on the industry and leaves behind them a wake of disastrous and disappointing games. So these constant disappointments with games has led to more people learning about Sweet Baby Inc., which then finally brings us to the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected group being created on Steam, which is essentially just a group that lists any and all games that have been involved with Sweet Baby Inc. It started off as a relatively small group, but has now exploded into over 100,000 followers, all thanks to Sweet Baby Inc. themselves. When people started sharing this group around online for
A sad existence to just be a part of a group of people who just are releasing games for a single entity and as being reason that all like are not have not been as enjoyable or good. Like what is the fucking play different games? I don't know if I can go any further on this. No, I don't. No, I can't. I don't want to touch on Gamergate people. That's some other stuff, but for things on. But no, I just want a game now because that's really atrocious and painful. That. Okay. I want this dumb box. Let's update. Oh no, I'm done. Okay, that's stupid. Just finish it. Can't believe I forgot to. Nope, not gonna give you this time. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Actually, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I'm happy with that. Gotta remember to double roll in phase 2. Gotta be twice as fast. Ah, I just got. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna show you. And he showed me. yeah, keep rolling. Honestly, hold on. What am I wearing? This. Okay, honestly. The game's a little bit too dark here. This. Honestly, what if I just wore... Not here to see my Ragnar Elden Ring character. Miss twice, stand. Oh, I just, yeah. I wonder, though. No, it... Actually, I wonder. Hold on. $33.2. Here's the sword. The same. Okay. Moving. That's not quite the build I want. Really do too. Yeah, I don't think I didn't change anything. See, with how fast I can move, this might actually the chain. No, I'm dumb. Why aren't you? Oh, that was almost. How did I not? I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree. Hope that I didn't have my. Maybe we should save this for the second half. Yeah. I can do both. Nope. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Very difficult. Dang it. All right. All right. All right. Turn it right to be. hitless. I can go hitless after that. That's fine. Nice. I can't believe that's the one I didn't do. Doug Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome. That dome. What? I'm upset. Annoying. How close is my food? Alright, so we're running a 3-minute ad break a little bit earlier. That was better. Anyway, here's the ad. Kind of open like that. Oh, you cheeky little bastard. Come on, buddy. No. Dang it, I missed this time. Did he? Wow. I didn't even put. But we're good. No buffs. gotta move. Not like that. What am I doing? Medium. Bro. Such BS. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what happened there. I don't even know what happened there. I just flunked. Come on, this can't be happening. Panic wrong because I changed my weapon. Ah! What's that? Ah, that's not me. How did I beat? Come on, it's not a hard one to dodge.